Attraction doesn't disappear suddenly. It fades the moment you start needing it. And most people don't even realize they're doing it. Let me show you something uncomfortable. You meet someone. The energy is good. The conversations flow. They seem interested. Then something shifts. They reply slower. They cancel once. Their tone changes slightly. And instead of staying steady, you adjust. You text more. You explain more. You try to fix the vibe. You become slightly more available. You think you're showing effort, but what you're actually showing is fear. And fear kills attraction, not instantly, but inevitably. Here's the brutal truth. Neediness is not about wanting someone. It's about needing their validation to feel stable. The moment your mood depends on their response speed. The moment your confidence depends on their attention, the power dynamic shifts. And humans feel that shift immediately. Attraction requires tension, but neediness removes tension because it answers questions before they arrive and ask it. It offers reassurance before doubt exists. It invests heavily before certainty is built, and that imbalance creates pressure. Pressure is the opposite of attraction. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most needy behavior is subtle. You won't beg. You won't chase aggressively. You'll just slightly over-adjust. You'll send the extra message. You'll clarify your intentions too early. You'll explain why you couldn't reply. You'll apologize for things no one accused you of. You'll fill silence because it makes you anxious. And every small adjustment lowers perceived value. Why? Because attraction is built on perceived abundance. When you behave as if losing someone would destabilize you, you communicate scarcity. Scarcity signals low options. Low options reduce perceived value. It's harsh, but it's real. Now let's go deeper. Why does neediness feel so repulsive? Because it transfers emotional responsibility. When you're needy, you silently say, "My stability depends on you." And that creates weight. No one wants to feel responsible for regulating someone else's self. Attraction thrives in freedom, not obligation. The moment someone feels they're managing your emotions, distance begins. Now, think about this scenario. They take 3 hours to reply. Non-needy response. You continue your day. No shift in mood. No overthinking. Needy response. You check your phone repeatedly. You analyze their last message. You consider sending another text. You feel tension rising. Even if you don't act on it, that internal shift will leak into your next interaction. Tone changes. Energy changes. You become slightly more cautious, slightly more eager, slightly less grounded. And humans are incredibly sensitive to energy shifts. Neediness isn't loud. It's energetic. It's the subtle anxiety behind your words, the slight urgency in your timing, the over-availability in your schedule. Now, here's the paradox. The more you try to secure attraction, the faster you destroy it, because security cannot be forced. It can only be chosen, and people choose those who don't need to be chosen. Read that again. People choose those who don't need to be chosen. Detachment increases attraction because it signals independence. Independence signals options. Options signal value. Value creates desire. This applies everywhere. Dating, friendships, business, even leadership. The person who needs approval loses authority. The person who is comfortable walking away gains it. Now, here's the hardest truth. You can't fake non-neediness, because if you pretend not to care while internally panicking, your micro-behaviors expose you. Delayed responses feel calculated. Tone feels forced. Energy feels off. Real non-neediness comes from internal stability, from knowing, if this doesn't work out, I'm fine. That sentence alone changes how you move. You stop over-investing early. You stop rushing intimacy. You stop chasing reassurance. You let interactions breathe, and breathing space creates curiosity. Curiosity sustains attraction. Pressure kills it. If you want to test yourself honestly, ask, would I still feel confident if this person disappeared tomorrow? If the answer is no, you're attached. An attachment without balance creates neediness. This doesn't mean suppress emotion. It means diversify your identity. Your confidence cannot come from one source. Your happiness cannot depend on one person. Your value cannot fluctuate based on one conversation. The more internal sources of stability you build, the less you cling. And the less you cling, the more magnetic you become. Because magnetism is an effort. It's grounded presence. The strongest position in any dynamic is wanting someone without needing them. When you reach that state, your energy shifts. You respond instead of react. You choose instead of chase. You invest gradually instead of impulsively. And attraction stabilizes, not because you forced it, but because you removed the pressure that was suffocating it. Most people don't lose attraction because they aren't a good enough. They lose it because they try too hard to make sure they are. And that effort reveals insecurity. So if you feel attraction fading somewhere in your life, don't increase effort immediately. Increase stability. Pull back internally. Regulate yourself. Let space exist. Because the person who is hardest to destabilize is the hardest to replace. And the hardest to replace is the hardest to lose attraction for. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means you're aware. Subscribe if you want to understand the patterns most people never see.